Awesome. Awesome. So we're here now on our 1987 draft with me and Ben and Lindsey and Sean and Jason. What a fun, cheery bunch we are. The draft order is myself first, and then Jason, and then Lindsey, and then Ben, and then Sean bringing up the rear at the snake position. Snake position. I don't know. So I have thought long and hard about my pick, and I will be choosing a movie that rhymes with Princess Ride.
What category?
I am picking the Princess Bride, and I'm going to pick it in. I can't pick it in Blockbuster because it did not make $50 million, sadly. Those silly people of 87.
I'm sure it has by now.
Probably. I'm going to go, I guess, although this is tough, I am going to go comedy.
Okay. Good choice.
So it is to you, Jason.
I'm also going to be starting off with a comedy, and I will be choosing Raising Arizona.
Nice.
Another good choice.
Can't argue with that. So, Lindsey, you are up now. Will you also go comedy?
I will not, because I feel like I have a little bit more play in that area. I am gonna go drama. I'm gonna go drama. Yeah, I'm gonna go drama, and I'm gonna do Dirty Dancing for drama.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Good choice. That could have fit in a lot of categories.
Yeah,
That was a blockbuster.
yeah. Drama's my narrowest.
Yeah, sure.
I did notice that it was not a drama rich here in a certain sense.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah.
let's see. My pick. Yeah, this is this is very strategic this year, I think. Which film to take first, which category to take it in. I think all right, I'm gonna pick a category where I think my top pick is still available. I'm gonna take Evil Dead 2 for action horror.
Nice.
Nice. That's another one that could fit a couple areas.
Right.
You said action horror.
Correct.
All right. Cool, cool. So, Sean, you get 2 picks in a row here.
All right. Let's see. Strategically, I don't know. Especially when I think about how far it's going to be before my next pick. I don't know. I feel like I have to do certain things here, even though they're not necessarily the best or my favorite. Thinking about the bases that are going to be covered by the end of all this.
Well, Sean, at least we get the joy of not getting beat by Wade this time.
Until the face-off, probably. The head-to-head,
right.
1987.
All right. I'm going to pick Predator as action.
Okay.
And Full Metal Jacket is drama.
Okay.
Some great films getting swept off the board here. All right. Yeah. You said sorry, for Full Metal Jacket, you said Which one?
Full Metal Jacket for drama,
Drama.
Predator for action.
Just make
Excuse me.
typing this in down right. All right, Ben, what do you got for us?
All right. I don't know if this is going to work out for me. I'm going to do a similar thing. I'm going to take another category where I still have my highest overall pick available. I'm going to take Babette's Feast for Oscar nominated.
Ooh, dang it.
That's one I have not seen myself, but
That's a great film.
It is a great film.
Yeah, I think it won Best Foreign Film that year, but I have not seen it.
I think that's correct. Yeah. Yeah, Roger Ebert loved it.
You picked that as Oscar nominated, right?
Correct.
All right, Lindsay.
I am gonna go ahead and do my Oscar nominated as well. No, you know what? I'm gonna put it in comedy, and I'm gonna go Moonstruck.
Nice.
Curses. Johnny lost his hand. No,
Another
Johnny
one.
didn't lose his hand. Johnny didn't lose his wife. Love that movie.
That's another one I haven't seen actually.
Oh, really? Yeah, you'd like that one.
That might
too.
be my second favorite Nick Cage movie, by the way.
That's a good one.
Wow.
And that's a lot that he has.
I did finally see the Nick Cage movie Valley Girl like in the past 3 months.
I haven't seen that one. That was one of his first couple, right?
Yeah.
That's
I think
mid-80s.
it's like right after what's it?
Peggy Sue got married.
Fast Times.
Oh,
and-
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in that one.
Yeah. So yes, I did have a lot of gaps in 87, but still can draft. Anyway, Jason, what do you got for us?
You know, I was invited into the Flickchart group via Tom Caper, who's in real life friend of mine. And so he noticed on Facebook many years ago that I had did a list of like my top 250 movies, but I did not use a sophisticated algorithm like the Flickcharters did. I hadn't even heard of it. And so that's when he started to ask me, hey man, did you ever try Flickchart? Because anyway, on that list, my number one movie at the time, which is no longer my number one, but my number one movie at the time was my next choice, which is Empire of the Sun. So that used to be my number one before I started using Flickchart. And we'll put that in our Oscar nomination category.
Nice.
Okay.
I love the story of that pick.
Also,
I
didn't
knew-
know
I
you
knew
and
it.
Tom were real life friends.
Yeah, we're from the same community
Oh, okay.
here in New York.
I knew I knew that, but I forget sometimes.
I think I
We know
thought
each
he
other.
brought you into the Tune Charters group, but I guess maybe it was Flickcharters first.
Yeah. And then like Ben, Emmett.
Yeah. Yeah, we went to high school together.
That's what a world.
Yeah, it's crazy. That he's the one who brought me in.
And I have since visited Emmett in
Yeah, he lives not
Denny.
too far from you, I guess, but
Well, in
in the
Texas.
same state. Yeah.
We're in the same state, but he's
It's a big
probably
state.
like
Yes.
6.5 hours from me. But I did go see him. We got some barbecue together, so that was fun.
Cool.
I'm stalling for time here. I got two crucial picks there, and I'm not really sure what I want to do. There's so many possibilities, but I am confident in this, and then I might mull on the second one. So I already dwindling options at Blockbuster. I'm gonna go Blockbuster, and I'm gonna go Paul Verhoeven's RoboCop.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Good choice.
That was on my radar.
Yeah.
Same.
Which honestly, I'm a little shocked that did make over 50 million, considering I'm sure it was, controversial at the time.
Well, and it was
Pretty
Oscar
popular, though.
nominated too.
It
And
was pretty
Oscar.
popular, as I recall.
Yeah.
I'm just sure it's like extravaganza of violence.
It was violent. It was violent.
Yeah.
It was,
Uh,
but I do think it was making commentary on violence, and it might not have been as sophisticated as films are these days, but it was. I think it was really good as a sci-fi movie specifically. I think. It's
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
no, I liked it, but I just remember like a lot of people went to see it,
yeah.
as I recall.
Well, that's good. Uh, now I'm in my sticky spot because I'm not sure what I want to go here with. Hmm. Hmm, hmm. I think. Hmm. Hmm. All right. I'm gonna go Oscar nominated, and I'm gonna go with the great Mate Juan.
Ooh, great film.
I
I
got to
I
see
thought you
this.
might take that before
Yeah,
me.
you probably recall my posting my photo with John Sayles from a couple weeks
Yes.
ago.
No, I know we both like that movie, so I thought you might be the one to take it.
That
Yeah,
was as Oscar.
Yeah.
yeah, my Oscar. I got to see it in Silver Spring, Maryland. They did a screening of it at the AFI Silver Theater there, and Sayles was there. He
Nice.
talked on the film, did a Q&A, which I got to ask him a question, and then I was the pesky fan pestering him for a photo afterwards. But
That's cool.
I feel a little,
that was his first. Is that right? His first movie.
I
Uh,
don't think so.
I don't
I
think
know it is
so.
early in his career,
Yeah, I don't think it's
like
his
pre
first.
Lone Star, pre.
Yeah. Well, he started as a screenwriter with Roger Corman. He wrote Piranha, I want to say. Was like the first thing that he did by himself.
That's funny. I
But
did get to ask him one of my. I asked him two or maybe just one question. I asked him what was his Mount Rushmore of directors that he liked.
mm,
So he gave
nice.
me Kurosawa, of course,
Sure.
because I feel like Kurosawa is just a director's director. And then I'm trying to remember. I think he said Spielberg. He admired a lot, even though it's a completely different mode of filmmaking from what he does.
Sure.
And I think he said Bergman and
Hmm.
what was the fourth? I feel like it was maybe Altman, but I can't remember. I feel like
Nice.
I'm just generating that. I'm
Mhm.
confident that Kurosawa and the other.
Well, I just sorry to cut you off, Connor. I just watched Something Wild last night, and I noticed that John Sayles plays a police officer in one of the scenes in that movie,
Does.
which I thought was
Yeah,
neat.
that's
So
great.
yeah, his first film that he wrote was Piranha, but the first that he directed was Return of the Sea Caucus 7.
Huh.
So Maitwan was his fifth film directing.
Yeah, it's a movie near and dear to me as a West Virginian. So
Yeah, that was a great
Nice.
film.
yeah. Anyway, Jason, I've
Okay.
been babbling too long.
Yeah, I have a friend I work with. She just retired from the English department. I'm a high school English teacher, and she says that she's friends with John Sayles. And I'm like, can you text him right now and do a dinner date, and we can hang out? And I promise not to ask him about work. And that hasn't happened yet. But she claims to be friends with both him and David Strathern. So
Wow.
I
Wow.
have this. I have it in my head. I live in the Hudson Valley, so there's a lot of people that are in movies in this area because it's right outside of the city. And so I have it in my head. One day she's going to invite me over, and there's going to be John Sayles and David Strathern. Just, hey, man, what's up? And
That sounds.
I won't bring the bunny ears. I need to. I think I need to grab a blockbuster here, because this is my least favorite category. So I want to kind of get it out of the way. So I'll go with Untouchables for blockbuster.
Okay.
Solid choice. I figured someone would do it at some point.
Makes it my turn.
Yes.
Um, okay, I'm gonna cross off my Oscar. And I think I'm gonna go with Wall Street,
Nice.
Mm.
which I liked. I know it doesn't always get a lot of credit, but I like it. Not good at playing to the voters. I'm good at picking movies I like.
That's
Yeah.
another thing I haven't seen, but I did see
Well-
the sequel.
Oh, yeah, it was fine.
It was fine.
It's about how I felt. You took that Oscar nom, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I think I'm gonna go with a blockbuster. I gotta second guess the voters. What are they gonna like more?
Excuse me.
All right, I'm gonna try Lethal Weapon in blockbuster.
That's a good
yeah.
movie.
I mean, sometimes you just have to go with a film you like and hope it works out.
It never works out for me. Not ever. But I wish you luck.
All right, Sean, you get your 2 picks.
All right, I know my first one pretty immediately. I'm gonna say The Last Emperor is my Oscar,
Ah, I wanted that for drama.
which I think means we've all picked an Oscar now, if I'm
That is
keeping up with this.
correct.
I think that's right. Yeah.
We got full Oscars, 3 comedies, 3 blockbusters, and then 2 action horrors and 2 dramas.
So I need blockbuster and comedy, and I think comedies go deeper at this point. You know, I don't necessarily want to say that blockbusters are my least favorite, but as a default in a vacuum, I don't know if they are, but they seem to be each time.
Yeah. It's always a weird set of movies where you're like, why was this the blockbuster that year?
Right?
Yeah, it's a weird set usually.
It speaks to the endurance of things and
Yeah.
how some things may be
Yeah.
popular in a flash but aren't enduring.
Right.
Hmm.
And of course, the number one
Yes.
blockbuster for 87 isn't even on the table in this, right? Because it was Platoon.
So,
and
I don't
it's
think it was the number one. I think Beverly Hills Cop was number
Oh.
one.
Yeah, Billy?
But Platoon was number
Beverly-
2.
Oh,
Was number
yeah.
2. But yeah, it's disqualified because Flickchart doesn't count it for that year.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna slightly game this. I'm gonna pick Fatal Attraction.
Nice.
It's a blockbuster, but it also robs you guys from being able to pick it as a drama. Okay.
a movie I have never seen.
Fatal Attraction and Blockbuster. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, speaking of Flickchart years, in that I would have loved to go pick My Life as a Dog because it was Oscar nominated, but
Yeah.
is on Flickchart as an 85.
Right. I saw that one because I was scribbling down Oscar nominations and then I went back and I was like, wait, that's not
That ain't
on my
come up,
flick
yeah.
chart for that year.
Yeah, that's a movie I really like, but
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I don't like it, but I know the voter base does.
Alrighty, Ben, what do you have for us?
Let's see. Well, everything I wrote down on my short list for drama is gone, so I think I need to grab something else before I don't have anything. And there's a film that fits both comedy and drama, so I'm going to take it as a drama. Good Morning Vietnam.
Yep, that was my
Good
next
call.
one.
Would you pick it as drama?
As drama, yeah.
It's a good choice.
Yeah.
I just finally saw that like last year.
Oh yeah.
Me too. And fairly recently, anyway. Okay, my turn again. Running low on.
Before we go too far, did Sean make 2 picks back to back? I don't remember both
Yeah.
picks.
I picked Last Emperor's Oscar and then
Okay,
Fatal Attraction.
I blanked out. I thought you only did one. Okay, just making sure.
I did pick Last Emperor really quick and then
Okay,
stalled
yeah,
for a long time before I said
that
Fatal
must be
Attraction.
why I forgot.
No, guys, keep talking, please. That's what I want to do.
Well, everyone should only have 2 categories left, and no one's done a wild card yet. So basically, we all have 1 category left, and then 1 more pick left.
No, I have 2. Right. Oh, after you go. Got it. Okay. Or after I go.
Yeah, after you go. I'm sorry. Yeah.
The action was what is most lacking overall.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like I need to do action next. Action/horror. I'm gonna go with what I love again, and not what's popular. And I'm picking Lost Boys.
Oh, I
thought
that's
you
what
might
were
say
gonna
that.
pick.
Yeah, I like that movie.
It's the one I would have picked if I was in that position. If I didn't already have Predator, I would have picked Lost Boys.
And that's your action horror.
Action horror. Yep.
That's a solid Schumacher.
his best film, probably.
I haven't seen the Falling Up or whatever what's that movie he did called?
Falling Down
Falling Down.
with Michael Doug. Yeah, I did not like that movie. At a certain level, I think it was made well, but I don't think it had good themes. I don't know if that makes sense. It was especially in modern times. I think looking back at that he was presented like this protagonist, kind of like bucking a system, but I think he's really had mental issues and maybe traces of racism, and like I don't know, and maybe they were even meaning to point that out, but I don't think they did a good job of it. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I remember being like
they added that whole
frustrated.
they added that whole scene where he walked in and he met some like neo-Nazis, and they made sure to show that he wasn't really one of them because he confronts them, right? And so that was their way of very intentionally saying, no, just so you know, this guy is a meathead, but he's not that kind of meathead.
Yeah. But he seemed to be upset with like all the immigrants these days. That you had that kind of mentality,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jason.
I'm just having such a hard time with the drama category. I have 3 categories left. Does that sound right? Because I thought I heard someone say there's 2 left.
Yeah,
well, I guess after this round,
Gotcha.
2. Yeah, I was thinking ahead.
Because I really I was putting all my eggs in the Good Morning Vietnam basket there.
Sorry.
And like everything else on my list is comedy. It's a good year for comedies.
Yeah.
Please hold. All right, give me like 60 seconds. I apologize for the dead air because I have to look at my list here.
Well, Good Morning Vietnam was inaudible for me. All the ones I had written down were gone by the time I got to pick it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We said that we could pick one unseen.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's the rule. I haven't done that though.
I'm feeling potentially forced into doing that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense if you have to.
Well, according to the Flickchart genre, we have a comedy drama here with broadcast news, so I'll select that one for drama.
Okay, sure.
That's what I was gonna pick.
Sorry.
That's why I asked the question.
Sorry.
All right. Well, that is how it happens. All right. I have to think as well now too. Struggling to pick a drama. What dramas are left now? Well, Wings of Desire I haven't seen that, but I know that's pretty well liked by some folks. Au revoir, les enfants. Some version of pronunciation.
Goodbye, little children, or the children. I don't
Yeah,
know. Something like that.
I know that one's pretty liked,
Yep.
but it's all shots in the dark for me at this point on the dramas. There's no dramas left that I've seen. Unless we're counting The Running Man as a drama, but that's not a drama.
You never know. You never know.
I
They
guess
have-
I'll go.
They have
Lindsay.
batteries not included as a drama. That
Really?
seems crazy to me. Sorry,
I
didn't
I
mean
guess
to
I
interrupt
could
you.
see that. I guess after, I don't know,
It-
sci-fi, family. I don't
well,
know
they
if I was
have it
gonna
as a
attach
comedy
4
drama
categories.
and a
Okay.
drama, and it's like, okay, comedy drama, yes. Straight drama, I don't
Straight drama, no.
know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Wings of Desire in my drama because it feels like that might be up my alley. I do like
Yeah.
magical realism in that type of thing. So
Okay, well, the rule is as soon as you finish here, you have to go watch it immediately. No.
my
See,
wife,
I
you
like
were
that
right.
rule. Is that actually a rule?
No.
right?
She just made the rule right now.
Yeah.
I like that rule.
Henceforth.
If you want to pick it, you got to watch it.
Yeah.
I do need to go watch it. We are in the middle of watching a Twin Peaks episode, but
Oh.
maybe after.
Well,
Maybe not
Soon.
immediately.
immediately.
No, you can't go to sleep until you watch it. Easter's
You
canceled.
can't go to.
Easter's canceled.
Wow, she's
Um,
laying down the law.
I will have a much easier time selecting my action horror though. I'm gonna go with the great Hellraiser.
Nice.
Mm.
Good choice. I was
Yeah.
eyeing that one.
I actually like. There was 2 I had left on my short list, and I won't say the other for the sake of not spoiling it for whoever wants to pick it. But I like the other one better than Hellraiser, but I do feel like Hellraiser is probably the more critically acclaimed one. So I pick Hellraiser. Jason.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
I never know when it's my turn because I'm not intelligent. I'm for the action horror. I'll go with Prince of Darkness.
Nice. John
All right,
Carpenter.
and that rounds out the action category, right?
He does.
Mhm.
That's another Carpenter I haven't seen, but
I love it because it's got a cameo from Alice Cooper, so you can never go wrong with Alice Cooper's in your
Mhm.
movies.
no.
He was
Alright.
great on the Muppet Show.
He was.
He was actually.
You can never go wrong with the Muppet Show.
That's right.
All right, Lindsay, you got Wild Card and Blockbuster left. So what are you going with?
I'm gonna, I mean, I need to do the blockbuster, of course. But what do I do? My favorite is not, it's probably predictable, but not gonna be the group favorite. I'm gonna go with The Living Daylights
Mm,
for Blockbuster.
James Bond.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've got comedy and wild card.
Indeed.
I think I'm gonna go with a comedy. And I have to decide between a film that I like more or a film that is maybe more popular. Let me look at my other choices and see where the synergy is. Yeah, I think I have to go slightly more popular. I'm going to go Planes, Trains, and Automobiles for
Nice.
comedy.
Very cool.
I do like it. It's not that I dislike it.
A decent one. Although I was not overly in love with it myself when I saw it, but
I really like Steve Martin.
Yeah, me too. He had another good movie that year. I don't know if I should spoil too much in case it's on anyone's coming up pick, but
It's on my wild card list, maybe.
You are up, Sean. So your last two picks
All
are here.
Yeah.
so I need to pick a comedy and a wild card, 2 in a row. And I once again have one of my 2 in a row ready to go quick.
Nice.
Spaceballs. I think
Yeah.
that was I'm not sure it was the best or most popular, but that was my favorite comedy from that year.
It's a good one.
In comedy, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay.
And in wild card, I'm gonna have to take a moment longer to think about that, if you don't mind.
What's the other Steve Martin movie?
We haven't mentioned it yet. It's on my wild card list.
It's on mine too.
All right, now I got to do a little research. I'm curious.
You may find out within the next 3 picks.
I see it now. I see it.
I am gonna pick Brave Little Toaster.
Oh, that's
That's a
what I
good
wanted for
one.
wild card. Good choice.
Our first wild card selection, and it's a great.
That is a good one. I didn't even put it on my short list, but boy, do I love that movie.
I haven't
So
seen
much
that movie.
nostalgia.
In so long. I do need to
My
catch
kids love
I
that.
think the rest of my list is pretty heavy. I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit.
up. Great.
You took wild card very seriously.
Yeah.
All right, Ben. What is your wild card?
Well, looking at my short list, I have the other comedy I was considering. I have the other Steve Martin movie. I think I'm going to go with the one that I like the most, which is sort of a guilty pleasure, but I'll go with Mannequin for my wild
Nice.
card.
Very cool.
And it can.
So it's still there for you, Lindsay, if you want it.
Everyone pick a Blockbuster? No, I guess everyone must have.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been trying to
I'll,
keep track of everything. I must have missed one of the Blockbuster picks.
I'll recap us at the end.
All right, cool.
You guys left me too many choices for my wild card. Now I don't know what to do. You know what? I'm gonna go with my number 2 movie from that year. Even though I'm doing it. I'm going with No Way Out.
I wondered if someone would pick that.
Yeah, which was introduced to me from this group. I don't remember who gave it to me.
Is that Kevin Costner? Am I thinking of the right movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like in a Navy and
Yep.
Yeah.
I know some people who recommend that. So
Yeah. I think I got it in the exchange at some point.
yeah, could have been Dan.
Probably. I can look.
All right, Jason.
Well, I think this is like the third one of these challenges I've done so far, and I lose all of them pretty badly. And so this time around, I was just going by my chart, and I wasn't really thinking about what anyone liked or didn't like. So I was trying a new philosophy. So I don't know how many folks have seen this or know about it or care about it or will vote for it if they see it on my list. But I don't care because I'm trying a new strategy this time around. And so for my wild card, I'm choosing Swimming to Cambodia. The Spalding Gray documentary-ish. It's not documentary. The Spalding Gray monologue thing.
Oh, never heard of it.
I haven't heard of it either.
Yeah, that's my fear. But I'm hoping with the other names on my list, maybe I'll get a little bit of traction.
I wonder sometimes if the voters out there, because I haven't really picked out a rhyme or reason to how or why the votes are going the way they do. If maybe some people like reward niche, unheard of, weird stuff. So like, as opposed to like some people are like, that's just a bunch of well-known blockbusters. I'm not voting for that person. Those are the easy ones. So, I don't know, but I imagine there's someone out there that might vote for the unique, weird, unheard of stuff.
I know
I
for
thi-
me, when I see two titles I'm excited about, like in my top 10 or 15 or 20, I don't care what everything else is on that list. If I see
Mm.
a handful that I love, I'm like, that's what I'm going with. When I vote,
Yeah,
that's what I do.
I think most people it's kind of a mixed bag, and they're kind of like,
Mhm.
which one of these? Like,
Yeah.
I kind of like these. I kind of like these.
Like
Yeah.
on the earlier draft, I was between the first team because I had Princess Bride, which is my number one of this year, probably a lot of people's. But I ended up picking four because that was my. They had three that I really liked, which was Mate One, Full Metal Jacket, and what was the other one they had? I can't remember right now off the top of my head, but
I don't remember, but I seem to remember the same thing between 1 and 4. 1 having Princess Bride, which it's my number 2 movie on Flickchart.
Mhm.
Not
Yeah.
of the year, but period, and then
Yeah,
some other
same for
movies.
me.
And in number 3 or group 4, I think, had like nothing as high as Princess Bride, but 3 really solid ones. Like, I've yet.
Mhm.
I think I ended up voting for that one, but I don't remember. I think I
I
did
think
end
they
up
had.
voting for that
I
one.
think they had RoboCop in addition to Mate One and Full Metal, if I remember
Mm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I need to pick my wild card. I've expended my one unseen, so I'm stuck with 6 movies I can pick from. I think 3 or 4 which are not great. I've seen Nadine from this year with Jeff Bridges and Kim Basinger, and that's not good. I've seen Hot Pursuit with John Cusack, which is not good. So I have Creepshow 2, which is not good. And I have Bad Taste by
Best
Peter
so far.
Jackson, which is not good. I don't. Although I think Bad Taste probably has its fans.
Yeah,
But
you might have some voters for that.
I might. But I think Bad Taste might appeal to the same people as what I'm going to spend my wild card on, which is Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors.
Hmm. Yeah.
I
Dokken did the song Dream Warriors for that movie.
I
I remember.
I almost used my
Are the
horror pick on it,
Dream
but
Warriors.
I'm glad I didn't, I guess, because Hellraiser might have gone. So, all right. So there's a draft. So I'll read us back our choices here. Do we want to go by team order or category order?
Hmm.
I like the team lineups.
I like the team line minutes, but I still am going to ask you what the different wild cards and blockbusters were, and wild cards.
I'll
too.
read
I
each
was trying to keep
category
track, and I know I
guys.
missed a couple.
I could have said, here's all our blockbusters in each pick, but I think the team order makes sense. So,
Yeah.
So we'll start from top to bottom. So my team was in my blockbuster, RoboCop, comedy, The Princess Bride, Oscar nom, Mate One, action horror, Hellraiser, drama, Wings of Desire, and wild card, Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Jason at pick 2 had The Untouchables as his blockbuster, Raising Arizona as his comedy, Empire of the Sun as his Oscar nom, Prince of Darkness as action horror, Broadcast News as drama, and Swimming to Cambodia as the wild card. At the third pick, Lindsey had Living Daylights as her blockbuster, Moonstruck is her comedy, Wall Street is her Oscar nom, The Lost Boys is her action horror, Dirty Dancing is her drama, and No Way Out is her wild card. Then at fourth pick, we had Ben, and Ben had Lethal Weapon at his blockbuster, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles at comedy, Babette's Feast at Oscar nom, Evil Dead 2 for action horror, Good Morning Vietnam as drama, and Mannequin as the wild card. And last but not least, Sean, we have Fatal Attraction at blockbuster, Spaceballs at comedy, The Last Emperor at Oscar nom, Predator for action horror, Full Metal Jacket as drama, and The Brave Little Toaster at wild card. There
We
have
had
it.
6 different movies from the first group. It looks like, if I counted correctly,
Hmm.
which is
I
good.
was surprised nobody picked Harry and the Henderson.
And nobody picked Roxanne. Nobody picked the
Nobody
other
picked
Steve Martin
Roxanne,
movie.
the other
Nobody
Steve
picked
Martin
Roxanne.
movie.
I thought about Harry and the Hendersons for Oscar just because, like, it was who knew it was nominated for an Oscar?
Hey, Rick Baker, man.
Yeah, those costumes. I
And
think
nobody-
I think we all picked pretty good sets, honestly. Like hearing them back, I think they're
Yeah.
all solid.
Mhm.
Witches of Eastwick was on my list just because
Mm,
it comes up a lot.
Sure.
3 Men and a Baby is the one I wanted to pick for Blockbuster, obviously. But and Muppet Family Christmas was on my list too.
Hmm.
But I didn't go there.
I almost went with Adventures in Babysitting. I just think it's such a fun movie.
Yeah, that
it
was
is-
picked by the first group too.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I don't know which category. I assume comedy or wild card.
probably
would be.
comedy.
Yeah. And Stakeout is one that doesn't get a lot of love, but I like it too.
Was that Richard Dreyfuss?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what's his name? The other guy.
Amelia Estevez.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's not who I was thinking of. The other, but yeah. Yeah.
Another one I considered, but I wasn't sure enough people had seen it, is With Nail and I, kind of a black comedy.
I have not seen that.
Yeah.
I've only seen 31 movies from 1987.
Oh yeah, good call. Let's see.
You know, that's another thing I think we've asked on the other ones, what your count is. For
Yeah.
Yeah, let me double check.
I
mean,
think I
you're-
double check, but I'm pretty sure mine was 77. It's a
Oh, wow. That's good.
pretty big hunk.
Yeah.
I'm in year 22.
22. Wow.
53.
Okay.
Yeah, it was getting thin pickings there for me. And
Yeah, your wild card. You were like, I don't like most of these movies.
yeah. If I didn't get Dream Warriors, I would have been really stuck with the movie that I just was like, this is great.
Yeah.
But I've seen some just crap from '87 apparently. Although again, bad taste is it is something.
Did anyone pick The Running Man? No one did, right?
No. Oh
Okay.
yeah, The Running Man. Okay,
Running
I
Man would have been a
Running Man.
solid pick for you, I think. There.
I have seen that, so
Yeah, I like that one. I was on my action horror short list.
I think the short story is a lot better. But
Yeah,